Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'll be showing you how I made this beautiful shade dress. Please do what to watch to the end, and if you're new to my channel, kindly subscribe and also press the notification button to get notified anytime I post a new video. These are the materials I'll be using for this tutorial. My African print is 4 yards and it's okay for this style. So here I've already folded it into four, the front and back laid on each other with my desired gown length. The fabric by using the hip measurement plus 6 inches, and in this case I'm going to use the whole width because the sleeve is long. Then I'll be marking the 1 inch along the width, and that will serve as the border line. So I'll just mark the 1 inch and make a straight row, and here is our border line. I'll go ahead now to input the shoulder measurement divided by 2, and that's 8 inches in this case. And for the sleeve length, it's 11 inches plus 2 inches seam allowance, and that will give me 13 inches. So I'll be using 13 inches for the sleeve length. So I'll mark 13 inches right here. Then I'll also come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. For the neckline, it's going to be a straight neckline, meaning it has no depth. And for that reason, I'll be marking 6.5 inches for the width of the neckline. And from the 6.5 inches, I'll just connect it straight to the 1 inch shoulder slope with my ruler, with my straight ruler. And for the sleeve opening, I'll go ahead now and indicate 9 inches right here. I'll mark 9 inches and connect it on a straight line. So I'll mark 9 inches. Then I'll connect it on a straight line. And so right here on this line, which will serve as the bust line, I'll input the hip measurement plus 6 inches because it's going to be a gown. So I can't use the bust measurement. So I'll just mark 17 inches right here. The hip measurement is 44 inches. That's 11 inches plus 6 inches. That gives me 17 inches. So I indicated 17 inches right there, and I'll mark it all the way down. Having done that, I'll come right here and create a hammer curve. Back to the shoulder line, I'll begin to mark 1 inch seam allowance for joining the shoulder, and after marking, I'll connect the point together, then cut out the excess. So once I'm done with that, I'll also go ahead and cut out the excess I have here. Having done that, there's going to be side slits on both sides of the gown, and from the hemline I'll just go up by 19 inches and notch it depending on choice. I'll also go ahead and notch the neckline. Remember we use 6.5 for the neckline width, so I'll notch this place. Now to the main focus of this tutorial, I'll place my tape on the shoulder line and come down to the under bust, which is 13 inches for my client. I'll add 1 inch to make it 14 inches. You can add half inch is not bad. So I'll mark it here and make a straight line across. Having done that, we need to determine how wide we want the shade area to be. I'll make my 4 inches You can decide to make it 3 inches, 2.5 or 5 inches. So I'll go for 4 inches. So, and from the underbust line, I'll just mark 4 inches and make a straight line across. So right here is going to be where I'll be stitching the elastic, and I'm going to be doing that with half an inch interval. So I'll just go ahead and create half an inch line on this band, and that is the main reason why I'm drafting this on the right side of the fabric, because I'm going to be stitching on the right side of the fabric. I'll repeat the same process on the other side and also on the back bodies. And to make it easy, I'll just trace the line here and roll it out. And here it is after marking all the lines. You can still stitch it with half inch interval without making all these half inch line. I just did this for tutorial sake. Before I start sewing on the half inch line, I have to first reel the elastic thread on the bobbin with my hand. You have to do it manually because we don't want it too tight. You loosen your hand, so you start rolling till the bobbin is full. And after that, once it's full, you just insert it into the bobbin case. Please note that before you insert the bobbin into the bobbin case, you have to loosen the bobbin case a little with your screwdriver, or else when you start sewing, the shade effect that we want on the dress will not form very well. And here is the finished look after going through all the process. So the next thing I'll do now is just put on top of each other and hold the shoulder. I'll start from this area that I notched, then I'll hold it with 1 inch this way. I'll come to the other side too. There's also another notch here, so I'll just hold it with 1 inch this way. So after that, I'll fold in the sleeve. I left 2 inches for the sleeve for folding, so I'll fold in 2 inches. After working on the sleeve, I went ahead to hold the side seam with just 1 inch, not forgetting to fold in the slit allowance on both sides, and the hemline. I also worked on the hemline. The only thing I have to do now is to serge the neckline area before applying hemming gum. So here is my hemming gum. I'll just place it like this on the width of the hemline. So after serging, that was what I did, and that is all for this tutorial. So here it is. Here is the finished look. If you find this video so helpful, please do not forget to hit on the like button and leave a comment. Thanks so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.